Just gonna work on some tracks tonight. Maybe not finish anything. Just gonna mess around. Pretty much starting from scratch here with a Behringer Edge making this bass line, but we'll mess with this before we even get started, I guess. RD78 here, 2 RD9s. Go for dark time. Behringer Neutron, Behringer Cobalt, Behringer K2, and the SY1 Syncussion. There's a crave over here, but it's not hooked up right now. It's kind of sitting on my patch bay, so I probably won't be messing with the patch bay much. This IK Multimedia Uno Pro X is over here. Everything essentially has its own sequencer. Anything that doesn't have a sequencer is going to be sequenced off of this dark time here. So that's how we're going to work it. I'm going to add a kick real fast just so I got something to work on. I'm going to start adjusting the all these. So the top row is pitch. It's essentially just a copy of the DFAM by Moog. And the bottom row here is velocity. So if I turn the top row down, you'll hear it. Pitch goes down. And you can adjust the frequency on each of the oscillators over here. Some of the FM. Maybe bring a little more back. Got levels over here for each of the oscillators. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna take down some of the what is that? The tune on the RD9 kick there. More volume here. Let's add a closed hat. I'm going to start out with just a simple one here. Hey, maybe I want a little lower frequency. Yeah. Everything is running into the patch bay, into these two audio interfaces, 16 channels in Cubase, which you can't see, but sometimes I'll bring it up. It's going to be there. So Cubase is handling all of the processing for all the channels here. You can kind of see what I have going on there. Those are all the input channels. These are the instrument channels here. Instrument channels, effect sends, and then buses. I use a bunch of buses. Yeah, it's a stereo out there. But if you're wondering why everything sounds processed, that's why. So we've got that going on. Put that hat down. Dark time right now. I have everything set to the same pitch, and it's all the way down. It's triggering, but you can't hear anything because I don't have volume up on any of these. So I just got to turn the volume up on these. You'll start to see what's going on with that. I think I'm going to start with the COBOL. I enjoy the COBOL. I'll get moving around here too. So if I move away from the mic, you may not be able to hear me, but too bad. All pitch, just doing an 8-step sequence right now. Just repeating these. Should be going at the same spot, which they're not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reset this. Spacebar, hit 1, start it over. When you have this in combo mode, the bottom row here will choose the gate length. So, the higher you turn it up, 10, a longer note. Obviously, 0 is a shorter note. But you just want to start knobs. bass line. Seems a little droning to me. Some of this delay over here. clarify, I'm not doing a live set here. I'm just fooling around trying to make different sounds and stuff like that. Just trying to get more familiar with these things. Sometimes I walk away from the mic, unfortunately, because it's over here. Restart this so the sequence starts back over on the dark time. Kind of a goofy sequence. Real poppy sound. It's almost like a house bass line or something. Not exactly what I was looking for. mute a few things here. Slowly turn this up. I have no idea what noise this is going to make. It's going to make anything at all. Maybe not. Let's see if it's even plugged in. K2, K2, K2. I mean, it should be. It's not doing anything. Check the MIDI on it. Should be doing something, but it's not seeming to be working. Something stupid with a cobalt. There's a few attenuators here that you can use to send CV and all sorts of shit to like other parameters on it. I'm gonna try turn it down now. Try the reverse out into the LFO rate. Get this LFO rate into the frequency. VCO2, turn the volume up. VCO2. That's the clap on the RD78. I have the RD78 running, just using the main out, goes into Cubase, but I have a pitch shifter on it. I'll show you that. How it's working. Here. So I have this pitch shifter on it. So without it, it's like it's pretty cool, but I think it sounds better pitched down a little bit. wait a minute, here's something. And then I had like a TB3 and I added it to the setup. Not a big fan of the TB3 or 303 sounds right now, but I'm sure that'll change. So I just started buying all this other crap and I ended up with all this. But yeah, I love it. It's so much more fun, way more creative. So I'm gonna be honest here. I'm ridiculously biased towards Cubase, especially for, I guess this kind of setup. I've been using Cubase since 1993, so take that with a grain of salt. But it's fantastic for like processing, mixing, tons of capabilities. Obviously, Ableton is good, but it was just quirky for me. I didn't get into it, but for this. The only thing that's happening here is Cubase is sending a clock out to all this stuff, and then it's used as a MIDI bridge for the dark time. So dark time is sending its step sequence to Cubase, and Cubase will reroute it to everything else that I want to play. But then everything goes into these audio interfaces back into Cubase. For the most part, everything is used individual outs, so I'm able to mix down every instrument, independently, so the kick and the hat, the clap, the snares, and all the synths get their own mix and EQ and processing and compression and all that stuff. Any DAW will work, especially for this, but like I said, unbiased. I kind of like this. It's kind of cool. There's no way I'm changing now. One thing I do want is I want some outboard effects, like pedals and stuff that I can put, in the line with these synths here, so I can just like tweak reverb or delay or even a filter. I think I can actually probably just do that with the MIDI controller and tweak the internal effects of Cubase, and that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. But again, I hate having to stop and grab a mouse instead of do a slider. Yeah, Bitwig, right? Yeah. I would like to actually stop fucking with my setup for long enough to actually record some music, which, you know, pretty cool. But I'm almost there. Like I said, I need some sort of a MIDI controller, and it's got to be tiny. I've got a spot like right here where my phone is for a little pad with, I think, like maybe like 6 or 8 knobs and 3 or 4 buttons or something like that. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna randomly start skipping steps. Let's change this bass line up. Let's get over here with this thing. Oh, well, that was nice. I like that. That's pretty cool. Feeling very minimal tonight. them for a step sequence, so we use like a MIDI keyboard or some sort of. I guess maybe it probably has one. Percussion's awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, there's tons of things that sound like it, obviously, but it's, it's two separate synths. So it's doing that shaker right now, too. Make it do like. I don't know, man. Anything that can emulate drum sounds when you're making techno is extremely useful. I mean, just like this thing, I mean, that's cool. Let's add another clap in here. a weird thing with this percussion. When I trigger it through CV, this slider here does pitch. But when I just run MIDI through it, say through the USB or the actual MIDI plug on top, then for some reason it cancels out the pitch on this thing. And it's probably something in the software that I can change on the Synth Tribe app, but I haven't fucked around with it long enough to figure that out. Well, of course you should own it too. I mean, what the fuck? Never have enough drum machines. I think I got this for like, it's something like $155. I got on Facebook Marketplace. I got actually really lucky on Facebook Marketplace. I got the Edge for I think $135. I got Crave for $100. I think that was like $155 or something. Pretty crazy. These sorts of sounds are really cool too. Kind of metallic sounds. Edge back up. It does these sorts of things too. Very cool, like minimal stuff. Yeah, that'd be cool. I essentially am using my Wasp as like a filter. And I know Behringer came out with a Wasp filter for Euro Rack, which should be super cool. And I'm actually thinking about getting a small Euro Rack thing and putting it here. And then realistically, I'm sure all of this patch bay and audio interface stuff is going to go in the rack underneath my desk. Just because this is going to fill up fast, I'm sure, because there's so much crap that I don't want again. And then I do have like these two side, like, I don't know if you can see this here. I have this here. Those aren't hooked up. I got space there, and then down there at the end, I've got the 626 and a let's see, you can see that RD8 over there. Those aren't hooked up, but they will be eventually. waveforms. Everything sounds better with a bass drum. Give a sweep and then a range here. So the sweep is actually it's sweep. So you have the speed of the sweep and the range of the sweep. And then you have up and down. I mean, it's so easy to dial up like cool stuff. And width is essentially frequency. Then you have decay. B is FM with, I think it's FM with some noise. You have an LFO. One thing I don't like is you can't sync the speed of the LFO, which is a big fucking miss for me. You should be able to do that. And then it's kind of a bell thing. I think this is just more of a pure FM without noise. That's pretty sweet. I think that's probably going to be it for me. Sure, I need to let my dogs out and stuff, but great chat with you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll do another one in the next few days. Probably Saturday or Sunday, something like that. Y'all have a good one.